Well, if you are like me, this is just what you need. We are battling back against cold season with a recipe for penicillin soup. Yes, you heard me right. Valita Ross from Confetti Peppers is here. Valita, there was a time when I was allergic to penicillin. However, I don't think I'll be allergic to any of this.
I don't think you will either.
Did you come up with this name, or this is a traditional thing?
My sister-in-law Lucy gave me the recipe.
Really?
My husband was sick. She sent some soup over, and it just knocked the cold right out. So I've been making it ever since. She shared the recipe, and I put confetti peppers in it, my own little twist. And this is exactly what you need. It's a flu vaccine.
There you go.
And it's a flu remedy.
It's an antibiotic. Get it in. You'll be good to go.
That's right.
Well, I'm going to be taking some of this home with me. That's for sure.
All right.
So how do we make our penicillin soup?
Well, it takes a little time, but it is so worth it.
I would say so.
Yes, it is. So what you do is put a little olive oil in the pan here in this big pot. I usually make a big pot, and I usually make a big pot. This is 2 onions, 2 to 3 onions, lots of onions and garlic and things like that. All things that are healthy and that boost your immune system, so you can get rid of that.
You know what? The drug companies might end up hating you because you're going to put them out of business if this really works.
I'm telling you, if people ate things like this,
they wouldn't need the antibiotics.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to stir that around a little bit. Usually you let it get, good and soft. So then we're adding some carrots to it. The trick to this is to get it very, very finely minced so that everything is like in a smooth soup.
Okay.
All right. So we're adding carrots. All good ingredients. Celery. This is about maybe like 2 or 3, about 4 stalks of celery. All right. Soup. We're stirring this around.
So healthy vegetables so far.
Stir this. Usually you let it cook down a little bit, soften before you add some of the other ingredients. All right.
Including
confetti peppers.
Or confetti peppers.
All right.
Do you want to put those in yet? Not yet.
This one we're going to do, this is confetti peppers.
That's confetti peppers in there too?
Yes, this is confetti peppers. And we're gonna just keep stirring. If it gets a little dry, you can add a little bit of oil to it, but just stir, let it cook down. And it's got a lot of onions and garlic in it. So if you cook it a little longer, it'll turn creamy and sweeter, and it won't be that real harsh raw.
Like the sound
it does have an edge because of everything in it, but that'll make it a little more mellow. It mellows out a little bit. All right, so we're gonna cook that down. We're going to add our garlic. Lots of garlic here.
There's a lot of garlic. But that's good for the soul.
This is about 8 to 10 cloves of garlic.
Wow.
I know. It's a lot.
So the hardest part about that is just getting it down. But again, use that food processor like you
Yes, that's what I do. Use the food processor. All right. So we're cooking that down. Now, after that's cooked and they're softened a little bit, that is homemade beef broth.
Just beef broth?
Yes. I repurposed my confetti jars. You can see I've got all these confetti jars because you can repurpose them and, make your own things. And a lot of times when I make this soup, I will make a huge batch and then I will can it, so that I have a lot. It freezes very well too.
I'll give it to friends who might be needing it.
That's what we do. Oh, so-and-so sick.
Hurry up and make it, Valita. I need it now.
All right, so we've got that down. Now we're going to add a little bit of, this is tomato paste. Okay. I like it in a jar so you don't get that metallic taste.
So it's going to have more of a
tomato. It's like a hearty tomato.
Too.
Actually, it's almost the consistency of a sauce. Actually, a sauce.
I like that.
But you can, thin it out and add water if you like. All right. So we're stirring that up, getting all that going. All these good flavors coming together. Some
bay leaves.
Bay leaves. Okay. Now we're going to add the tomatoes. I use crushed tomatoes, a quart of crushed tomatoes. I've got them in 2-pint jars, but it equals a quart. And so I pureed that. Actually, I'm using my own home canned tomatoes that I pureed, so you can get whole peeled tomatoes and puree them, or that. So we got that. Put our broth in. Let this come to a boil.
Oh, does that look good?
Broth. Okay, now let that come to a boil. Cook for about 40 minutes. Then at the end, you're going to add your parsley. Okay.
All right, so 40 minutes and that's done.
And that's done. Now, what of course do we have with
a soup?
Tomato soup. grilled cheese. So we're gonna make a grilled cheese here.
So, I mean, now, do you make yours differently? Because
probably
you do.
Because it's confetti grilled cheese.
So you're heating it up. You're throwing on the peppers for the grilled cheese.
Making the grilled cheese with the peppers. Woo! Look at that.
Now, Valita, guess what? I'm gonna have you come back and make one of your famous grilled cheese because we're running out of time here.
All right, here we go. Just put it on here.
Throw it on.
You wouldn't put that much.
2 pieces of cheese, not one, but 2.
2, one on each side.
And where can we get your confetti peppers again?
At Heinen's, Davidas,
it's
in
a long
Akron.
list.
Primo's, Fisher's.
Go to our website, confettipeppers.com, too. You can always find
stores.
that big list.
All right.
So we got the soup, we got the grilled cheese.
Yes, you're
and
good to
that
go.
means my
Stay
cold
healthy.
is out the door.
It's gone.
Thank you, Valita.